Hi, Merle.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Yourself?
Good, thank you.
I can hear you perfectly.
That's fantastic because after last week, I was wondering that nobody could hear me. So my mic's working tonight, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, and you're going to drive.
I'm going to drive. Hold on. Let's just check this now. Okay.
Do you want to be host then?
I don't know. Do I need to be?
Make you host? And then make me, you host, make me co-host?
Okay, hold on. I've got to stop sharing to do that. It's wanting me to do other things. Hold on. Okay. You are co-host.
Okay, there we go.
All right, let me see. Now I had this all working. Let's see if it's still working. Portion of screen. Share. Where has my PowerPoint gone? Oh, hold on. It's wanting me to launch. It's not the PowerPoint, not what I want. Okay, have you got? No.
Yep.
You see this?
I can see it.
And is it surrounded? So you're seeing the right section of it?
Yep.
Okay, then I can stop sharing because it's all right. Okay, perfect.
There we go.
Okay, I'm organized this time.
So I'm going to put my video on, and I think we should say hi to the ladies. Faith has already been here for a while. Faith, welcome. You were here nice and early. Christina, welcome to the call this evening.
Hello. So you're getting Adele and I tonight because Melissa has load shedding. The joy of living in Africa. What should I say? South Africa.
Oh, well, it's fine. We can enjoy ourselves this evening.
Absolutely. We can talk to everybody until we start. So for 10 minutes, you've got our undivided attention.
Should we unmute people? Ask to unmute. You can say hi. Faith, you can say hi. Festina, you can say hi. I've asked you to unmute.
Our Faith is waving at us, so we can see you waving. That's nice.
Hi, Faith.
Hello, Faith.
If you don't want to talk, that's fine. Let us know where in the world you are. I'm in Johannesburg. Merle is in Hillcrest, Durban.
I'm in Durban.
Hi, Linda.
And there's Foxy Lady. And we're allowing everybody to talk to us if they want to.
Yeah, we haven't got music. We prefer to chat.
So you have our undivided attention for now. So it's nice to say hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
Pretty good.
Awesome. What's news on your side of the world?
I've been sharing that we're having English one here too. Sometimes they say, oh, don't put it on the English. Well, a lot of people don't all have the info session and the others, and so I put it just the same.
Oh, wonderful.
I said, we're starting. I put it on the French one too, because they're always shamoying about, well, are we having it? But when they have it, they barely got nobody. So I said, maybe they got better time with us. So anyway, we'll see how it's going to turn out.
Well, we're very glad you're here. We always love to see your face on the Zoom calls.
Well, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here to learn more and more.
Wonderful.
Because we can't capture everything at once. You got to keep listening to it, and then, oh, that's what it meant.
We learn so much every day just by answering other people's questions. We have to find the answers. So
and talking to each other.
Yeah.
Multiple times a day.
Well, that's great. Well, nice chatting with you girls, and now I'm gonna run to the bathroom as quick as I can. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, anyway, now we can see Faith's face as well as as the hand waving. It's so nice to see her smiling face, always.
Faith, where are you? Where are you watching us from? And Festina, where are you,
You
ladies?
can unmute yourself and talk, because at the moment you're muted. Okay, and she needs. Oh, there we go. I asked her to unmute so that she could unmute. It's not still muted. No, it's still muted. No, it's not working. Sometimes there's an issue. It's happened to me before where I've had to leave a call and come back so that I could. Christine, you should be able to unmute yourself.
That's it. Hi, good evening.
Here we go.
Festina,
How are
I
you?
am from Limpopo, up north, near
Oh,
the
wow.
Botswana border, in the middle of nowhere.
oh, in the bushveld. I love the bushveld.
Yes, not quite. We call it the bush. We are not quite in the what would be known geographically as the bushveld. We are in the Waterberg, which is
Yes.
not quite as hot as the bushveld, but it is still up north. I'm not too far from the Botswana border. Yes,
No,
but
I
it
call that bushveld. I'm born in Zimbabwe, and yeah, I prefer the bush to the beach. So I love that kind of environment.
it's lovely. I love both, so I try and be at both. I really do love the ocean, the water. I was in the Drakensberg now for 10 days on the Tugela River, and
Oh.
absolutely loved every minute. I was in the mountains, hiked up to the highest waterfall in the world, the Tugela Falls. It was dry, but it was still worthwhile. As long as I can be outside in nature, not in a city, I'm fine. I don't do well in cities.
Did you do any canoeing, kayaking, or rafting, or were you just hiking?
Hiking and some kayaking, which is also lovely.
Stunning.
And now I'm thinking, should I do the doozy? So I don't know. Does anyone want to do it with me?
No, we don't paddle in that water. It's too dirty. Although saying that, at the moment, our beach is not exactly wonderful.
Oh well, it's lovely. Just as long as one have some sunshine, be outside, then life is good.
I agree. I love the outdoors. Hi, Terry. Welcome.
I did ask Terry to unmute if she wanted to. I've asked Faith. I keep asking, but it's not working. I don't know what to do.
It'll work now.
So, hi, Terry.
Hi,
Good morning.
Terry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
How are you?
Fine,
Good
and
and
you?
you.
Very well. It's a nice day. I have 5 loads of laundry, but other than that, it's good. I have a laundry room where I am. I'm in my camper, so it's a laundromat. So all the loads are going at once.
Well, you're lucky. We can't do laundry at the moment. That's our excuse. Load shedding stops us from doing laundry.
Yeah, that happens here too. I'm in California and sometimes it's too hot. Right now it's good, so we haven't lost any power for a while.
Yeah, no,
We're losing multiple times a day for a few hours a time.
I don't know how you do it.
we just put a smile on and we keep going, because what else can you do?
That's why
Of
the list
course.
was not here. It hasn't come back on again. So,
Yeah, well, where is everyone this morning? or this evening?
Probably load shedding is affecting a lot of people.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's still not 8 o'clock, so we just thought we would chat to whoever was on early.
Yeah, it's nice to play music, but sometimes it's just nice to have a chat. So that's what we're doing.
I appreciate that.
Nice to connect with people. We'll do some Q&A after the call. It's nice to just say hi to everybody.
It is.
Oh, I wondered, I'm sure that must be your dad, and I wondered why I couldn't connect him, but he's still connecting to audio. Unmute
Yeah.
him. If
He'll
you're
be
not connected
surprised.
to audio, you can't be unmuted.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be coming on now.
No, he's still connecting.
We cannot unmute ourselves. Okay, let me just say unmute all. Ask all to unmute. There we go.
See if that works. I've been
Yay.
asking for this.
Now you should be able to unmute and say hi.
You did. It worked for me.
There we go.
And then we can mute everybody again when we start, just in case people come on who don't know and they've got things
Yeah.
happening in the background.
Yeah,
So,
you can do that.
oh dear. Right. We really are a small call tonight, aren't we?
It's great.
And it's fine. I mean,
We
if
always say,
don't-
even if there's one person, we'll still be here,
Absolutely.
right?
But at the moment, well, let's see who comes on, because I would suggest that if we don't have any new people on, we just do Q&A.
I 100% agree with that.
Very
But
nice.
let's see, maybe we got some new people, and then we will do it. Even if there's one new person, we'll do a presentation, but if not, we will
Mm-hmm.
change it. Mhm.
Good
Enough
evening,
people are
everybody.
starting
We're
to
not
jump
playing
in.
music. We're not playing music this evening. We're saying hi to everybody, having a bit of a community chat before we start the presentation. Dad, it's nice to have you on the call. Hi.
Oh, how sweet.
I was gonna say, hello, Adele's dad. Okay. Is there anybody, maybe you can put it in the chat if you don't want to talk, is there anybody so far who's on the call who is not already a member of Gifted Legacy? Or you can tell us, but is there anybody who's brand new?
I think we're all in Gift of Legacy. I know all these names.
I was thinking I do. Well, I don't know who the Zoom user is.
Okay, I'm going to mute all as people join on now. I'm just muting everybody so we don't get background noise. I think we have got some new people on here, or people who I'm not familiar with. Good evening, everybody. Things are a little bit different tonight. I'm not Valissa. She's unable to join the call this evening because of load shedding. For those of you who aren't in South Africa, load shedding means that the government switch off our our power utility, let's put it that way. They switch off our power for a few hours, a few times a day. And at the moment, we are being switched off 3 to 4 times a day, anywhere between 2 and 4 hours at a time. So it makes it quite difficult to function online, but we're not all in the same city. We're not all in the same town. And so we do things differently. So Valissa, unfortunately, cannot be here this evening. She's really sorry about that. And that's why you haven't seen her for a while. Her area seems to be hit quite severely by load shedding at the moment. So Merle and I are here. Merle, it's lovely to be here. It's the first time we're doing this.
Be with you. I know. Well, we've trained together. We just haven't presented together.
We have. It's So I don't know how many people are on the call. Should we wait at least till 20 before we get
We've got
started?
16 so far. Let's wait till 17. Let's wait till
Yeah.
20.
There we go.
Is the call being recorded or do we need to start recording?
No, it is being recorded. If it stops recording,
there we go. No, it is. It's still going. It's still going.
if it stops
is
recording,
going.
we just hit record again.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It is.
We're on 16, 17 people. We need to get a few more. Hi, Jan. It's lovely to have you on the call, all the way
Hey,
from Canada.
Stevie.
Won't everybody just put in the chat where you are dialing in from this morning, this evening, this afternoon? It's evening here in South Africa.
Oh, there's Glenn. Hello, Glennis.
Hi, Bucks. Lovely to have you here from Bloemfontein.
When we had the Durban get together.
Okay, one more person, then we can get going, Mel.
Yep, we're waiting for one more to get to 20 and we'll start.
Okay, I'll let you start off first and then I will intro you and then you can go straight in.
Perfect. Right. I'm going to start off. We're at 19. Come on, we need one more person. Get on your messages. Tell everybody to come on. There we are. We're 20. Restarting. Right. Okay. So let me start off by introducing my very good friend Adele. Just in case you don't know how well we get on. We live in different cities and we start every day with a coffee date. Just in case you're wondering. So Adele lives in the south of Johannesburg and she's a pediatric occupational therapist by profession. So in other words, she works with little kiddies. She's a community activist, always got everybody's best interests at heart, often to her own detriment. I know that because she deals with all these power shedding things in her own community. I would have removed myself from the groups long ago. She's a busy mom to a son who's in matric. Another thing we have in common, we're going to get through finals together. A few weeks to go. And she loves the outdoors, being creative and spending time with her family and friends. And Jill resonates with her community spirit. So that's my dear friend Adele.
And Merle is my dear friend. We have never met in person. We have become friends through our beautiful Gift of Legacy community. Merle and I have yet to meet each other, but yes, we speak often on the phone during the day as part of the support and admin team, but not just because of that, just because we've become such good friends. Merle started off life as a high school teacher and a counselor, and then moved into corporate. And then for the last 25 years, she has been working as a life alignment therapist. And I must say, Merle really helps me to get through lots of very tough and stressful days because we both have sons who are in matric, which is their senior and final year of high school, and they are about to start writing their final school leaving exams. Merle, since 2014, started working with low-carb nutrition coaching. She still practices with that, and she has co-authored a book. So my friend Merle is highly educated, very knowledgeable, and also very involved in her community. She's married, and her son Heath, like I said, is in matric, just like my son. And everything about GL resonates with her passion for uplifting people in her community. Merle, it's an absolute honor and privilege to present with you finally tonight. Sit back, everybody. Enjoy. You're in the capable hands of admin and support, and we're here to present this beautiful community to you, the community that has made us friends.
So without further ado, let me get the screen sharing happening. Right. There we go. Have I got the right stuff showing, Adele?
Absolutely.
Perfect. So, Gift of Legacy is a gifting activity creating abundance. Now, I know many of you on this call tonight are already members, but for those of you who are not, this presentation is for information sharing only and is not to be construed as financial advice. So neither Adele or I, or any Gift of Legacy presenters or support team are registered financial or tax advisors. The information given is only intended to give examples of what a participant may expect. So let's look at what is gifted legacy. So gifted legacy is a gifting activity which is supported by a unique algorithm that drives the sustainable movement of gifts between individuals globally. So a new economic paradigm is replacing outdated traditional structures that no longer serve society. It's time to join together to thrive and not merely survive. So let's talk gifting. So who is gifted legacy for? Do you believe in the principles of sowing and reaping? Do you believe if you give, you shall receive? Do you enjoy blessing someone that you don't even know? Do you want to take control of your life? Do you enjoy helping others succeed in life? Does this resonate for you? So it's a global gifting activity. So there are no limitations of borders, and we have members in over 100 countries and growing. We are uplifting communities and ourselves, creating abundance and encouraging self-development. So what is it's a sacred economics. So gifting has been used around the world for centuries, but traces back to the 1960s in modern culture. 100% legal and has been off the mainstream system for decades. In Africa, we call it the Ubuntu culture. It's communities helping one another. It's blessing millions, giving hope, education, and abundance globally, redistributing wealth into the hands of many. To date, more than $42 million has already been gifted amongst our Gifted Legacy members. Think about that. I get so excited. $42 million. I mean, I can't even comprehend how much that is. I mean, in South African terms, it's billions. Anyway, let's go on to the next slide. It is so exciting. So it's decentralized. There's no company, institution, broker, or trader. GL is simply an interactive website that manages the movement of boards in our gifting activity. All you need is a computer or smartphone and an internet connection. WhatsApp and Telegram are essentials, but you can communicate with the people on your boards. Right, it's peer-to-peer, which means person to person. Gifts get gifted directly to you. So there's no third party controlling any money. No tokens are held on any platform, which makes it 100% risk-free. It's perpetual. So perpetual means it's ongoing, it's non-stop and passive. It occurs repeatedly, sustainably and frequently, over and over for generations to come. So in other words, we're going to be able to leave it to our family. Gifted legacy is more than just a gifting activity. We help each other grow and succeed while supporting each other and uplifting one another. Give from your heart, share the love, guide your team, become the legend, build your legacy. We are a community with the same vision. We want to change lives. Right, over to you, Adele.
Merle, we really do want to change lives, and we want to invite you to hear a little bit more about how we ride the boards of abundance. So in the next few slides, I'm going to ask you to focus on the yellow circle, because this will represent you on your journey. And Gift of Legacy really is a journey. It's not a company, so you need to bear in mind, even though we're talking numbers now, folks, this is a journey. It's a ride to abundance. Gift of Legacy is for like-minded, like-hearted people who will in turn do the same. Take a look at your journey through our 4 boards. We have got a $100 board, a $400 board, $1,600, and a $5,000 board. We are going to explain your role as a gifter, builder, guide, and legend. And we're going to explain to you how you will receive gifts on your first cycle through the boards, which total $42,700. And then on a perpetual cycle, an amount of $49,700, which you can receive, like Merle said, over and over and over to infinity. So let's get started. So you're going to journey through 4 boards. The first board is your bronze board. You will gift unconditionally a $100 gift to the legend on the board. And when you leave the board, you will exit with $800. Now, you're not going to keep all of that, so let's unpack that a bit more, Merle. when you join a board, that's you in the top corner, you're going to join the board. You're going to immediately see who the legend is. You're going to contact them using the board chat, which is our internal communication system. And then you will use the information and contact the legend, and you'll say, "Hi, Merle, I'm Adele, and I'm the gifter on your board. How would you like to receive the gifts?" And she'll say, "Wow, Adele, that's amazing. We're in South Africa, so we can send a bank transfer. If Merle was somebody somewhere else in the world, then she'd give me a gifting platform that I could use, something like PayPal or Wise, and I would send her the gift." Do it immediately, because it's really exciting to gift the person on the board who's the legend. There will be 7 other gifters, and they will do exactly the same. So a total of $800 is sent to the legend. Now, when you have moved up into the builder position, this is when you now invite your 2 invitees. Everybody needs to invite 2. So you're going to invite 2 people, and all the other builders are going to do the same as well. Let me show that now. Okay, then you move up. You're going to now move up into a guide position. This is really exciting, because when you're in the guide position and all those gifters have filled up, that now means that your side of the board, or your hemisphere, is going to be able to split off, and you are going to become legend on your own board. The first board will only complete once all the 8 gifters have been accepted, but one hemisphere, if it finishes earlier, can split off and start their own board. And then you become legend. Now, this is really exciting, because when you are legend, you are going to receive those 800 unconditional gifts from your gifters. So let's go back and think about your original board. In the gray area, that is the side where they have filled up and they have moved on. So if your original board is not complete, you will go back as a gifter on your perpetual cycle to fill up the original board, which makes sure that nobody gets left behind. It's the principle of Ohana. So when you have completed your board as a legend, you can then go back and help the original board and make sure that everybody joins you on your journey. So when you have finished your bronze board, you will have received $800. You are going to hold back $400. We actually encourage people, your first $400, you immediately join your silver board. All right, then you keep $300, the next 3 gifts in your pocket, and you're going to hold back the last gift, the last $100, and join your perpetual bronze cycle. So you are putting in $100, and you are going to keep out $300, and that just makes great financial sense. And at this point, you should be ready to get the link from the person who invited you to watch this presentation. On the perpetual cycle, so now you're already on silver, but you are going to continue riding the Ferris wheel. That means you're going to keep riding this board, the $100 board. You will gift in $100 to the legend. You will receive $800, but you get to keep $700, because remember, you're already on the silver board. So now you are riding the perpetual cycle over and over and over. Every time you complete a board and you rejoin as gifter and you gift the legend, when you get to the legend, you will be able to keep $700 repeatedly, ongoing. Right, let's go on to the next board. Now we go on to the silver board, our $400 board. That's what you're going to gift your legend. And when you come out, you're going to get $3,200. But let's unpack it, because you don't get to keep all of that. You're going to use some to progress. So you're going to hold back your first $1,600 to join your gold board. You're going to keep $1,200. And the last $400, you are going to join your perpetual silver cycle. So look at that. We going in with 400 and keeping 1,200. On the perpetual cycle, again, you are going to be going on this board of abundance, riding this Ferris wheel over and over. You're going to gift in $400, and receive 3,200, but you get to keep 2,800. Now, bear in mind, you are still on your perpetual bronze at the same time. Let's see what happens on the next board. The next board is the gold board. You're going to enter with $1,600 and exit with $12,800. Again, you're not going to keep all of that. You're going to use it to progress because everybody's goal is to get onto the platinum board. So let's unpack this one. When you go into your gold board and you receive your gifts, you are going to receive gifts of $12,800. You're going to hold back $5,000 to join your platinum board, the most exciting board of all of them. You're going to keep $6,200 and you are going to hold back your last gift of $1,600 to join your perpetual gold cycle. This is so exciting, folks. I'm halfway through my gold board at the moment, and I can't wait to go onto my perpetual, because on my perpetual, I will receive 12,800, but I will only ever have to gift 1,600 to ride this board over and over. That means I get to keep 11,200 US dollars. I don't know what it is in your currency, but in Rand currency, for me and Merle, that is a lot of money and certainly can help us to color our world. Let's look at that platinum board. Well, I can't wait. I'm so close. I cannot wait to be a gifter on my platinum board and to see who the legend is, to contact them and to say, hi, I'm Adele, and I can't wait to send you 5,000 US dollars. That's about, it's over 80,000 Rand. I've never sent a gift of that value. And this is where we all want to be. When we leave that board, we are going to receive 40,000 US dollars on exit. An exciting thing about this is, let's go to the next slide. When you have received your 40,000 US dollars, you have completed round one. You are now on all of the boards. So all you've got to do is hold back one gift, one $5,000 gift, to go onto your perpetual platinum cycle, and that means you're keeping 35,000 US dollars in your pocket. This is the kind of money that changes lives and colors your world. And on your perpetual cycle, it's going to be the same thing. You are going to receive $40,000 US dollars every time you exit the board, and you're keeping 35,000 US dollars. I get so excited about this one. Well, I can't wait. We're getting there. I'm coming to visit you when this happens. I promise. I'm getting that airplane ticket. So let's look at the whole perpetual cycle. I think it's the next slide. There's a summary of the perpetual cycle. And Tim, one of our other presenters, always says, take a screenshot right now, folks. So let's follow his advice. Take a screenshot. Look at it every day. If you've got a vision board, add it to your vision board. If you don't have a vision board, this is it. Look at those numbers. This is perpetual income. This is generational wealth. This is what is going to change the life of your family and your community. Let's all get on to those perpetual cycles. Next one, Merle. So in summary, potential gifts, just look at those numbers. On your first cycle, through all four boards, you're going to get 42,700 US dollars. And on your perpetual cycle, 49,700. But it's more than that, folks, because the boards move at different rates. So you will be receiving on your perpetual while you are going through your first cycle. So the sky's the limit, actually. Merle, do you want to go on to activity guidelines? I'm so excited.
Thanks.
I need to
Thanks, Adele.
calm down.
You need to calm down. Deep breaths. Right, we get very excited, as you can notice. Right, activity guidelines. So the first cycle, you gift $100 to the legend of the board on registering. That's the only time you are going to take money out of your own pocket. And obviously, whatever we work in US dollars, so wherever you are in the world, it's 100 US dollars, and you work it out in the currency if you're paying locally. You invite two like-minded, like-hearted people to journey with you, and you help your two invitees do the same. Obviously, you're not restricted to two, but it is essential that you have two. Sorry, perpetual. Once you've completed your first cycle, you'll be auto-joined to enter your higher board first. So when you finish bronze, you'll be auto-joined onto silver. And only once you've been confirmed as a gifter on your higher board, your silver board in this case, you'll be auto-joined to the board of the same value that you just completed. This is a perpetual position. Gift the legend within 24 hours of joining a new board. Perpetual positions ensures the integrity and sustainability of GL. It's important, you cannot advance from the bronze board without inviting your two confirmed gifters. So you must have two confirmed gifters. Okay, why Gift of Legacy? What makes it unique? It's user-friendly. You'll have a unique personal profile, which is informative and easy to use, and everything you need to succeed will be at your fingertips. So all the information is on your back end. It's a fail-safe system, so board splitting assists in leaving nobody behind, thanks to our perpetual cycles. Our algorithm is innovative. This groundbreaking algorithm takes care of the new participants while rewarding the existing participants. There's cross-pollination, so if your inviter's board is full, you will connect to the global GL gifting pool and join up with your inviter on your next board. It's a global community, so our community comprises of people from different countries and different cultures with various methods of communication. It's not limited to 2 invitees, as I said earlier, but each profile must have a minimum of 2 invitees in order to progress through the boards, although there's no limit. There's a community support team. As Adele and I have said, we're part of the community support team. It's available at giftoflegacyglobal.com. At the top of your personal info, there's a support button. So we recommend checking through the Academy for everything you need to know about GL. You find the Academy on your back end as well. Fast tracking and board splitting. GL has multiple strategies to assist you to move ahead faster should you wish. And there's in-depth explanation and training videos about that. So what is fast tracking? If you want to fast track and you're on the bronze board, as soon as your first 2 gifters are confirmed, it doesn't matter what position you are. You could still be a gifter, but you have 2 confirmed invitees. If you have the $400, you can fast track to silver. Once you've confirmed on silver, you don't need any extra people. And if you have the 1,600, you can fast track to gold. There's only an hour waiting between each board. That's the only restriction. Once you're on the gold, no extra people. If you have the funds, you can jump onto the $5,000 board. The other thing that we recommend is that you do fast track from bronze to silver to gold when you are a legend. So as soon as you have your first 4 gifts, move to the next board, because then you're not worrying about the funds that you need to keep aside. You know then you're on the next board and you may already have moved up. Right, let's look at the next lot. So it's important. We don't promote on social media at all. So you will get into trouble if anybody finds that you're promoting on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere else. There's no cross-recruiting of Gift of Legacy members to join other programs or actually programs that are discounted within Gift of Legacy. So we don't want any of those either. We operate with integrity and credibility. There's no filling of spaces, so all your invitees need to duplicate the system so that the boards maintain momentum. So don't think, well, there's one little spot left on my board, so I'm just going to put my cat there. Just remember, if you bring your cat needs 2 kitties to follow it. If you put your child that's too young to do anything, that's fine, but just know that if you put your child, you're going to need 2 invitees for your child. So don't fill spaces, because that will actually slow you down the line. Be the messenger and not the message. So don't try and explain GL at first. Invite people to the Zooms to allow our presenters to explain the system for you. So we understand the system. And whatever you do, people keep saying to me, I can't sell GL. You're not meant to sell it. You're meant to invite people to watch the presentations and then perhaps join you because they have the passion that you do. Attend regular live presentations and watch recordings. Same message with different presenters, different angles, like Tim will present differently to Adele, Melissa, Candace. I mean, everybody will present differently. And then there's extensive training available. Trained always beats untrained. If you go to the YouTube channel, there's recordings of all the training that's ever been done. And then participate in your own rescue. It's important to understand that there are no guarantees. The success of any participant will depend on your willingness to participate and follow the guidelines of Gift of Legacy. It remains an individual participant's responsibility to ensure compliance with the tax laws in your country. Okay, so there are over 100 countries. We can't tell you what the tax laws are. Gift of Legacy operates without third-party affiliation, ownership, or partnership. If you join in Gift of Legacy via a third party or part of a package, you do so at your own risk. Gift of Legacy is 100% peer-to-peer, and no funds ever get paid to a platform. Gifts are always given to Gift of Legacy participants and only gifted to the legend when landing on their board. Now, very important, these are two things that are very close to all our hearts, is first of all is GGM and Love Heart positions. So Gift of Legacy participants who've successfully invited their two like-hearted invitees can sponsor a cause close to their heart. A church, a caregiver, a soup kitchen, an animal welfare organization, an orphanage, a rehabilitation center, domestic or gardener, medical care, etc., without the need to get two invitees for that Love Heart position. This position will be sponsored by you, and if you go onto your board, you will see a button as you go on where you can actually click on Love Heart and you can ask to be part of it. The other thing is the ggmmovement.org donate. That button is also there. And GGM funds the website. The expenses are huge. We pay to maintain it every month. And there's huge costs associated with every change that is brought in. And I think they're busy programming new things at the moment. We don't always know what's coming, but we do know that there's lots of exciting developments coming. And so if you donate to that, you will be helping to fund Gift of Legacy because there's no cost to you ever. So it really is out of the goodness of your heart, and it is a giving community. So we recommend that you do donate. Then we have English and Global Zooms, and it looks like this has moved, sorry. We have main English and Global Zooms. So on Monday, there's Motivation Monday, Tuesday and Thursday presentations, Wednesday, there's training, Friday to unpack various topics, but we don't have a meeting necessarily every Friday. Then the Afrikaans, Zulu, Asian Pacific, Spanish, German. I suggest you screenshot the slide so that you know where all the presentations are. Then we have the official Telegram groups. It looks like the slides have all moved. That's why all my surrounds is moving. Okay, we have the 3 official Telegram groups. This is what Adele and I admin, and they are the only 3 official groups. If you don't have links and you want links, ask the person who invited you to give you the links. Right, thank you all for joining us. If you'd like to know more, contact the person who invited you. Remember that trained beats untrained. Keep in the loop with live meetings. Adele and I often get questions from people, and when we say, when last did you watch a presentation, we realize that it's ages ago that they last watched a presentation. And they tell us that things don't exist when actually they've been talked about for months, like board splitting as an example. Right, you can subscribe for free to the YouTube channel and share with as many people as possible and get them to join our presentation. So that is us for this evening. Adele, I think we have lots of time for questions.
Oh, that's fantastic, Merle. Absolutely. And, you know, when we talk about trained beats untrained, there is so much information out. We have just released the A to Z document, which has got absolutely every question available. There's an amazing link tree that's got everything at your fingertips. The YouTube channel, it's free to subscribe, has got everything categorized. All the information you need is right there. And when you click on Academy on your website, very soon that link tree is going to be available there as well. But Merle and I have a passion for being engaged with the community. We love to chat to people. We do it all day, every day. And we like to have questions and answers. So we've got a full half an hour to spend answering your questions. I'm going to ask if you would like to put questions in the chat. Merle and I will read through them and answer one at a time. And
I've got the first one already.
If you have a specific feel-good story, a testimonial, let's share those as well. Let's find out what Gift of Legacy is doing to color your world. So we like to hear the good stuff as well. So let's have some of that towards the end, but let's go through questions and answers first. Merle, do you want to get going?
Thanks, Adele. Okay, so the first, I was going to say, when we get to testimonials, perhaps people can put their hands up
Yes.
and then they can talk. That would be lovely. So the
Yes.
first question came directly to me, and it says, I love the project, but I need more info because I have people that don't understand English just for other languages. So as I said, we have presentations in a lot of different languages. So it really depends on what language you need. You can message me directly for the languages that are available, but you can also go to YouTube and see. So we've got presentations that have been recorded in a lot of different languages. And then if there's something that you don't know, we can probably find someone who speaks the language who can explain it. Yes, but I have a problem with other language I need only for my people. Well, what language do your people need? What language is it? I think it's Masigna. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. What language do you need a presentation in? I mean, we can always help you so that you can present. We've had that before, that we've actually helped people so that they can present in their language. Oh, Ethiopian. Right, I think you're going to need to talk to us. You're welcome to message me afterwards. I will send you my number. I'll send it directly and we'll be able to help.
I think it's really important to note that the Gift of Legacy is a global community. And of course, we are going to engage with people with different languages. I just use Google Translate. I don't use any of the apps. I know people are using what's a Depol, but I use Google Translate, and on Telegram and even on WhatsApp, there is an immediate translate button. And it's wonderful to be able to just communicate with people from across the world and speak to them and use your board chat. The best place to communicate is on your board chat. So all you do is you highlight the words, you copy, you go to Google Translate, you paste it, you get the answer. And then you can reverse it. You can type the answer in English, copy it, and paste the answer, say in Spanish or French, and it looks wonderful. People think, because my name is Adele, that I speak French, and I really don't. So it's a wonderful tool to use, and it's such fun. We're a community. We're here to have fun. We're not a business, and engaging with the community is the best part. Any other questions?
Last night, I had a long conversation with somebody in Italian. And
Fantastic.
I'm the guide on a board, and I was helping the gifters to communicate with the legend just by translating. So, you know, I don't speak a word of Italian. Afrikaans.
It will come in handy when we go touring, Merle. It's going to come in very handy when we go on our travels.
Absolutely. So I don't see any other questions coming up in the chat. What questions do you have? They're usually questions, or if you'd rather talk about them, you're welcome to put your hand up and you can actually ask us questions. So,
Or if anyone would like to share a testimonial.
look on both pages. I don't see anybody with hands up.
Come now, folks. Gift of Legacy has colored my world in so many different ways. Not only has it brought abundance to my life, but it has brought friendships like Merle's friendship and many, many other people who I've got to meet in the Gift of Legacy community. A few weeks ago, we had rendezvous, and I co-hosted one in Joburg South with Jenny. Merle, you had one in Durban. And I must say that the rendezvous experience was amazing, just to see people chatting, people communicating, hugging, dancing. We did lots of dancing and activities at our rendezvous, and it just shows you that we are real. We're a real group of people who are here to change the world, not just ours, but for our friends and family and communities too.
Absolutely. We love meeting people, we love talking to people, and we love hearing the good, feel-good stories. And they're not always, as Adele said, they're not always about money gifts. They're often about the friendships, the help, the support, as people in the community are perhaps going through emotional issues, or just want somebody to share something with, or somebody to unload on for the day. It's always important to have a community. It's very nice to see them in person, but obviously we are building friendships around the world. So when we get to travel, as Adele said, when our boys go off and study and we can actually have some free time, we may go traveling somewhere. Girls trip on the cards.
Not
I
we
mean, my
may,
husband
we
and-
will go traveling.
We will go traveling for sure. Right. What would people like to share with us? Right. Any suggestions on wrapping your head around having $40,000? I want to have money and it also freaks me out. That's okay. So if that freaks you out, has anybody ever heard of affirmations as opposed to affirmations? So an affirmation is where you ask a question. Because if you say, look in a mirror, okay, let's use that I'm so beautiful or I'm skinny or whatever it is. If you look in the mirror and you say that as your affirmation every day, but you don't really believe it, as you say it, your brain starts thinking, nah, that's not possible. Like whatever you can do with your $40,000. But if you start asking the question, is like, why am I entitled to, or why do I deserve, $40,000 US a year, a month, or whatever it is, your brain starts working out the ways to get it. There's a wonderful little video clip about it, and I will share it on the group later. It's an incredible way to work. It's like to ask the why questions. But my suggestion, when you can't wrap your head around it, is to get a journal. I have mine is right here, and I have a list. I've done a few workshops on money, quite in-depth ones, long before I got to Gift of Legacy. And I have a list. So try starting a list of all the things that you would do if you had that money. What would you do? So think about all the things that you would do, from buying a car to sponsoring somebody's education. I mean, lots of what I would do in my list. I've got a list, and it's hard to get to 200. I promise you, it's very hard. So you keep adding to your list. I mean, here's my it's part of my list. Well, you can't really see my list. That's one page. Let's see, how many have I got to on my list? I think I'm only at 100 of my 200. And I have everything from wanting solar power to, doing more for charity, sponsoring school uniforms, all sorts of things. So they're great suggestions to get your mind thinking about, what could I do with it? So instead of freaking out, getting excited about the different things that you can do. So I hope that helps.
I sense a training coming up there, Merle. A Monday night motivation with Merle, all the M's.
All the M's, Merle and money.
Yeah, there we go. That sounds amazing. But it's really true. And we do deal with these things in trainings. We had the trainings on money matters just recently, and your approach to money and how you think about money. I've learned a lot from Jenny. She's my inviter and she's my mentor, but she's my dear friend. Me, the money is energy. Money is energy. It's something I used to fear, and it's something. I'm not a numbers girl. Unlike Valissa, who couldn't be here tonight, she's the numbers girl. I'm not a numbers girl, and money used to scare me. And giving money when I know that I've got to save and there's things I have to pay for. Jenny has taught me that when you need to pay, when you need to gift, when you need to use your money, use it wisely. Because when you are using it wisely and you're giving it freely with good intention, with a good heart, it comes back. Don't hold on to it. So when you join a board, don't wait to contact the legend and gift them. Join the board, greet them, and send it unconditionally with love and bless them on their journey, because your journey will be blessed by doing that. So many of us hold on to money.
Right, so there are a couple of things in the questions. So one thing is Book says, loss on the internet. Questions: when I'm on the personal info, the support function does not open. The circle is just running in circles. So just use the email address. Send an email. Because the support function, when we launched, the support function was you could access it from the site. That doesn't happen anymore. You need to email them. Okay. And then Enigma Girl said, a lot of people, including myself, are used to working hard for our money, living paycheck to paycheck. So to have it as a whole new ball game, and I'm ready to have it. Money come, money come, money come, money come. Absolutely. And there's lots of amazing songs about money. I mean, when Monita did training a few Mondays ago, I think they were talking about the songs that link to money. And yes, and always be happy about it. Do a dance when you get abundance, when you pick up a coin, when you receive money. So I'm sitting at my desk, which is why I have a C background, so you can't see at the back of my study, because I don't work off a laptop, I work off a desktop, because I run a lot of my business online, 2 screens, all those kind of things. But on the wall in front, I have my vision board and my money vision board. And in the middle, I have a big picture that says Money Talks. And then I have things around it that I could get from money. And interestingly enough, I did my vision board before we launched Gift of Legacy, or before I got involved in the precursor. And I got the same board because I still wanted. And at the top, it says investing across generations. So if you do a vision board, use pictures, but also use words. So when you're going through your magazines to do your board, take out words that appeal to you, take out pictures that appeal to you. Then you can place them on your board. And sometimes you don't know why you're pulling stuff out. But don't filter like thinking, oh, I wouldn't want to, I like that house. I wouldn't want that house. So maybe you'll get something that looks exactly like that. Maybe there's a car. Do I have a car? Yes, I have some cars. And interestingly enough, I was talking to Adele today and saying that as soon as I receive on my goal board, and I'm about to go into Legend, hopefully that's going to be soon, I'm going to be, and I know Adele's going to as well, we're going to be buying cheap cars for our sons. So we're not going to be buying these fancy cars that everybody's wanting, but they need their first cars to get around in next year. So they're going to be getting budget cars, because actually we don't want to give 18-year-olds, fancy brand new anythings. But it is part of our vision board, because otherwise I end up being, my son has had his driver's license since April. And it's like, Mom, you don't really need your car today, do you? So actually he needs his own car, so that Mom gets to keep her car all the time.
Glenna says she wants to take her grandchildren on a skiing holiday to Switzerland. How wonderful would that be?
Oh, amazing, amazing.
Does anybody want to open up and share their video and share their story with us? A testimonial, something that has touched your heart in GL, or even just ask a question. Love to see some other faces on the Zoom call.
And some voices that are not ours. Not that we mind talking, we don't. We're both quite good at it. But if you'd like to talk, put your hands up, please.
Maybe if I can just point out some things that are, while people are thinking, some things that are topical in support at the moment. And I mentioned it the other night as well. When you log in to your profile, it is exceptionally important that you chat on the board chat, just because that's how the communities stay engaged. And if we can all start doing that and teaching our people to do that, the minute a new gifter joins or a new invitee joins, get them into chatting on the board chat. And then please log out. We are finding many people don't log out. They keep their website open. So they open their phone to check it. That's not registering you as a login. And if you're not logging out and logging back in, it's not being registered, and you're going to start getting emails to warn you that your profile is going to go into timeout and be auto-removed. So please, please, as an act of security, log out and then log in when you want to do something on your profile. It's so important, because if you're not doing that, you are going to stand at risk of being put into timeout.
Okay, next question. So Enigma Girl says, I've just one more question. If I'm a gifter, I have someone ready to join. Is it better to join now or wait till I'm a builder? There's been some mixed messages. We have 2 more gifter positions available. There are lots of strategies, and Jenny did that amazing training on how you can work if you bring a person in when you're a gifter. And sometimes I had people we had a board that was a bit stuck, and I had people who had gifters. They didn't invite them, and then it took weeks, and the gifters lose interest. I would invite them when I'm a gifter. They will follow you. So if they're your invitee, they may not follow you through that initial board, but they are going to follow you onto your silver board. They're going to follow you onto your perpetual. I would invite them now.
I would invite them now. It's like inviting somebody to a restaurant and say, you've really got to taste the pasta, but not tonight. You know, let them join. Let them join. Let them experience the community. And if they're on fire and they build, it's only going to help build your lineage and move you through the board. So share your links. We had a poster right in the beginning, a graphic that said, share your links from any possession. Just share. Share your links. If you hear of a good deal, ladies, if you go shopping and there's a good deal and a great sale, you don't wait. You might message your friends from the car park. You know, tell your friends the good deals.
Absolutely. And then I was going to say, one of the other things with what Adele was talking about, the questions we're getting, is that people are getting emails and they're freaking and they're messaging us and saying, I'm getting an email saying I'm going to get deleted, but it's 2 weeks away from being deleted. So if you haven't logged into your account for 14 days, day 15 or 16, you are going to get that email. So I had somebody yesterday who messaged me. They said, I've screenshot when I logged in. It was on whatever date and it's this month. And I'm like, but that's more than 14 days. So you're getting the warning mail. You're going to get another one in 7 days and another one 7 days later. So you can't only log in once a month. I've been on boards where I see people saying my monthly check-in in the board chat. Board chat is for more than it's my monthly check-in. It's, how are you? I'm from South Africa. This is who I am. You know, get to know the people. Because on some profiles, you maybe, you know, your username is not your name. And then you say, you know, this is who I am. And people are really, and, you know, they're a bit surprised. Even though if they open the info block, they'll see your real name. They're still surprised. I don't know that they look. So it's nice to ask people, where do they live? What do you do? You know, have you got children? Or to just actually get to know people. Because you'll build up friendships around the world. Right.
I think if there are no more questions, Merle, I think we can wrap it up and have an early evening tonight.
Absolutely.
I cannot believe how many private messages we get during the day. And when we give you a full half an hour to ask questions, you're all quiet.
I know.
You know what, Merle, we're doing a great job at answering questions on groups, I think.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay, so somebody says the problem we are working with international, same how stake the people, they did not respond, that is problem. Okay, so that is direct to me again. It's Msinga. Yes, we are on international groups and people are getting emails and they can translate the emails. There are all these programs that translate. And you really do need to engage. Doesn't matter where you are. Like I said, last night I was interacting, it was in Spanish. I mean, we interact in Italian, French, German. We use auto translate for everything, and you need to do that. We're in over 100 countries. Not everything.
Well, I stand to be corrected, but I'm sure I was told this week that if you have registered that you speak a specific language, you will actually receive email in that language. I'm sure that is a feature. Stand to be corrected, but lots of people actually receive emails in their vernacular, in their language of choice.
So I suppose we English, so we wouldn't think about that, and we can find out for you. But definitely don't let the language barrier stop you. Now, and I decided starting you with new. Wonderful. All right, everybody. So it looks like we've got no more questions. Nobody wanting to talk. So we're going to say good night to everyone. We hope you all sleep well and keep inviting. And
then we'll let you know what's happening tomorrow night. Power provided. There will be somebody presenting something exciting tomorrow night. So join us. But yeah, just keep chatting, GL. Just keep chatting to people, planting seeds, and reaching out to your team, encouraging them, motivating them, and caring for them, because that's what a community does. Let's do that for our communities. So from my heart to yours, from Merle's heart to yours, and from wherever you are in the world to us, thank you for your time this evening. Thank you for your commitment to GL, and we look forward to meeting you again soon. Thank you so much, everybody. Good
Bye,
night.
everyone.
Good night, everybody.